Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about Kyloe, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about him and a little bit about Highlands, so you guys keep watching. Hey buddy. What's up, bud? On your ear. Well, you guys met Hamish the other day, so I thought I'd introduce y'all to Kyloe here. Kyloe is also just about 10 years old. He's only about 6 months younger than Hamish is. He is more the traditional size of a Highland, whereas Hamish, like I said the other day, he grew up big and strong. But Kyloe was actually born as a rut. The guy I got him from was getting ready to move to Tennessee, and he was going to take part of his Highlands, but he wasn't going to take all of them. And because Kyloe had been born a runt, he didn't make the cut, so he was just going to beef him out. But I got in touch with him and made him an offer. Obviously, he took it. Kyloe is basically the Scott Gaelic word for cow. Way back when, 1,000 years ago, there were two distinct types of Highland cattle. You had the mainland Highlands, like Hamish, who were bigger and primarily red, silver, dun. You had some black ones, but most of them were the red Highlands that normal people see. Then you had the Kyloe, who were on the Western Isles of Scotland. The Kyloe were primarily black in color. They were a little bit smaller because they didn't get as many nutrients on the islands as the mainland. A little bit longer coat to them because of the harsher conditions. But they got the name Kyloe because the crofters back in Scotland would make the cattle swim the kyles, which is basically a narrow strait of water. They'd make the cattle swim the kyles to get from one pasture to the next, or to get them from one of the islands to the mainland so they could drive them to market. So they got the name Kyloe. Well, yeah, I basically named my cow Cow. The two types of Highland cattle have been so mixed over the centuries that they've pretty much lost any distinction between the two. So basically there's just one type of Highland cattle, that people normally see today. Whether they be black or red or dun or silver or whatever. Most of you guys have noticed by now, Kyloe here is my little problem child. He's a very curious cow. He's a very tactile cow. If he sees something and he's curious about it, he's going to want to poke at it and prod it and see what it does, basically. Whereas Hamish just kind of sits back and says, oh well, Yeah, Kyloe wants to find out what it is, what it does, why it's there, things like that. Wind's cold, buddy.